Hello there, viewers. Hopefully you're doing well, because I'm doing well. Why is that, I wonder? Because I'm back in Ranch Simulator and in the new house. Well, newish house, shall we say. As you can see, got a double bed here. I can save and sleep. Another double bed over here. A pool table. Well, that's actually set up for snooker. A lovely sofa in the way of the actual table. Genius, whoever built that. Right, we are in the big kitchen. There we go. We have got storage in here. I did show that off previously. A nice big living room. Dining room, I've got to admit, fantastic. And over here, I have actually positioned all my beehives. I have now collected enough hives to fill 3 beehives up. That is just fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. 3 barrels there waiting. A nice little half building here to cover it all up. Still noisy though. Over here, you can actually see I've gone ahead and built another building. I'm going to put the 4th one over there, yonder. And in here, we have, of course, got a massive hallway leading into a bedroom. And of course, the living room, bit of a dining room table over there. Actually, wait a sec. No, this is living room. This is dining room, living room. That's weird. To me, that is just way too much furniture. Of course, the kitchen in here, and then the storage here. There we go. Brilliant. Upstairs, I do believe there is no upstairs, as you can see. When I see that there, I always think there's a small little room up there, like Harry Potter, and that's the only way you can breathe, by a small vent. But no, that's not the case. It's a bungalow. Oh, what's the joke? Why do they call a bungalow a bungalow? They ran out of bricks and just bungalow roof on it. Hey, my jokes aren't bad, but my gameplay is brilliant. Good enough for you to actually like the video and subscribe to the channel. And I don't mind you sharing out my content neither. So in here, I have of course put a door here so I can actually get in and out this way, and I will be building the actual milking parlor. But today's episode is going to be me doing a bit of cooking, a bit of setting up, but the main topic of me speaking today is going to be the roadmap. Yes, the creators of this game released a roadmap yesterday, and it says first half of 2024 roadmap, and I think that is absolutely fantastic. The things actually on here is actually fantastic. Some of them I kind of wish they would have done sooner, or they could have done sooner. But anyhow, let's get on with the actual cooking, because I need to remember how to actually do this. I've got pork in here. So do I place you on there? Yeah, I do. And turn on. There we go. So the pork gets sliced up and goes into here. I can then go ahead, get an egg, add the egg, and then I can put it in here. There we go. Fantastic. put you there and turn on. And this will give me sausages, which is fantastic. There we go. Good old sausage roll there. And over here is the preserving bins. I've already got meatball in there, same with the sausage. And that is what they actually will come out as afterwards. And I can, whoops, and I can sell them. But before we get on to the roadmap, this shelving unit is inside the actual greenhouse decoration bit. I would like this shelving unit to have the feature to dehydrate food underneath them the exact same way as you would do with the actual shelving units inside the actual house. But all I need to do is just basically go ahead and pick up the meat and lop it in, and that's it. I've got 2 coolers here and I'm going to split it up. There we go. Brilliant. Sausage as well as meatballs. And of course got the eggs. So can I actually plop the eggs into here? No, just take the actual product. Okay then, fine, fair dues. So I predict, because there is no dates for the actual updates, the first one is titled Cats and Dogs Update. So we are going to have furry friends in the actual game, which is fantastic. It'll be nice to actually have a companion. The dog, it'll be nice to actually be able to hunt with you. So we can actually have a nice report there. And I've just took out that one and made it into a meatball, which I didn't mean to do. Okay then, so let's go ahead, do that. And do that. Turn you on. I always forget the buttons. That is why I'm going to mess up a few times. So what I needed to do was pick up that, go to you, then put you down and put you on. Brilliant. There we go. So inside the actual information of the actual cats and dogs, they have put cats, dogs, improved driving and steering, optimization, bug fixes and improvements. I'm hoping that the major bug that I would like them to actually fix at the moment is the goats. You actually didn't notice in one of my previous episodes, I bought 4 goats and 3 of them were the same, because the other 2 don't work. It's a bit confusing which goat actually works and doesn't work. There's a grey one, a white one, and a golden one. So it's a bit tricky to actually know which one actually works officially. And they said they was going to repair it, and I'm hoping that it'll be in this update, because it's been a while since they actually announced the bug was even in the game. So let's go into here, and you'll see here shelves. I know the ones what you build are smaller, so I would at least would have turned around and said, right, okay then, this shelf is smaller, let's put 3 on here. So that'll be that. But of course, I'm over at the actual pig area. I'm saving up money because the next big thing I would like to do is the actual farming. And the equipment isn't cheap, so I need to actually gain that money somehow. And the way I only have at the moment is through cooking these products up and selling them. I can, of course, do goat cheese as well as cow cheese. I'm thinking of getting 2 pigs and just letting them do their own thing, and then about a few days later I'll go ahead and take them to the butcher and sell them that way to get the money, because it's quite a big amount of money you get that way. But I'm hoping this way will actually generate enough money, and it's kind of easy, tedious, but easy to actually do this, to be honest. Tedious thing is that you just have to keep pressing E on everything, and that's it really. Right, pop you over here. There we go. So where am I at the moment? I am over here. It'll be nice to actually have a automated system. Fine, it's just a click fest. But to be honest, this should actually give me a good amount of money, especially with me mixing eggs inside the actual mixture, because I do believe it doubles the sell price. So if I can actually put eggs into an ingredient and then get a ×2 at the actual best burger, I could be looking at ×4 bonus, I do believe. And that is actually amazing, really. And I need lights on as well. No, I pressed E again. Ah! Why? Because I get in a rhythm and the cursor don't freaking go on the thing properly. Ah, goodness me. Right. Click you on. And click you on. There we go. Alright, I need to nick 1 from you. There we go. And pop you there. Turn you on. And come on, 100%. And bingo. Then pick you up. And pop you there. Brilliant. There we go. Turn you on. You and you. Alright, there we go. Fantastic. There we go. Right, so the next update is quality of life update, autosave feature, save and quit feature, color customization, light switches, and more. Alright, so this is where I'm going to say, why didn't you install this into your game from the get-go? Autosaving, because you can be out in the wilderness and you go, oh crud, I need to go out, I need to leave, right, I need to go now, but I need to drive to a save point or a bed. Having an autosave feature would have been awesome from get-go. I don't know why it wasn't a thing, to be honest. Autosave is practically a given with any game these days. Save and quit feature. I would have actually turned around and said, you know what? That is the same as the autosaving. It's a given these days, so why is it not in the actual game? Thank you for actually putting it into the game for the second update for the roadmap. It's nice. First one, I said my piece, it's just the goats. I haven't run across other bugs apart from that one. There is other bugs out there, but as of yet, I haven't come across them. I'm just lucky, I guess. The second one, quality of life, yeah. Having light switches will be a nice feature. I can understand why that was a bit difficult, because how many lights there actually is in a game and trying to code them to one switch, and how the actual game works with its building, it even finds it hard to actually focus on what is actually room, because of all the building blocks that are necessary to actually build a room this size. I had to actually put gates in the middle of the actual building and along the sides, so there might be conflict with the building parts. So yeah, I can understand that. And I need to go ahead and sleep because it's too dark at the moment. 9 o'clock, that's it. It just gets too dark for me as a content creator. So hold E, you will sleep, then you'll save. That is perfect. I know some games actually have the ability to only sleep and save, but they are only particular set of gameplay, like Harvest Moon and Coral Island. That is the latest one, but it's one of them day survival games. You only get a set amount of time before you actually collapse, and then you choose what to do within that day. And you better hope that you don't fall asleep, because you'll pay a bill. If you die in a dungeon, you'll lose your stuff or half of it, and the next day begins. But that is set up for that type of game. Whereas this one, it's not really hardcore. It's just an easy game to come on and play with. And that's why I like it. And that's why it's odd that there wasn't actually any saving apart from the beds and the booze out in the wild. And there we go. So I need to take some meat over to the houses to get them done. Sausages are actually nearly done. So I've filled up these 3 cabinets. I can easily build more. They're really expensive though, mind you, to be honest. Alright, so pop you there. And the last one for these 3 cabinets, there. I can actually do 3 more along here. And probably one on either side of the photo frames, or along here to actually fill this place up. Alright. And then it comes to the next part, which I've been hoping for since day one, and later on in the actual gameplay for me, whilst I've been understanding the game, the mechanics and everything else, and that is tree growth. There is going to be tree growth in the game. So that means that you can either grow your own trees and just leave them to it, and they'll just grow. And there is a stopping point, of course. The tree cannot continuously keep growing and growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. It has to have a stop point, and you will get a certain amount of logs from the mature tree. If I cut it halfway, let's say it'll get 2 logs. But if I allow it to grow maturely and then I cut it, I'll get 4 logs. That's fantastic. And then, of course, you do come across... I haven't actually got many. I think I've actually chopped them all down. I do believe I have done, actually. Yes, I have. Right, in the wilderness, on your land, shall we say, because that's the only way you can chop down the trees, those small trees, when you actually load into the game, you get big trees, really big ones, and then you get these average sized ones which are around now, and then you get really small ones, like half the size of these. So they can actually grow up, so you have to go along and think, right, do I need to go ahead and chop this tree down, or can I leave it to grow? But the main thing I am taking from this is that you can plant your own trees and they can grow. So even though you chop down every single tree on your land, you can go ahead and make a forest area for your land. And that's brilliant. It would have been nice to actually have that from the get-go. But yeah, again, I can understand why they haven't done that. Is because the trees, to this day, have given players and the creators a bit of a rough time. I don't know if it's because the fact that this game uses a lot of assets, to be honest. I don't know if anybody of you have actually noticed that. The buildings that you build, I have seen on other games, the garage that you start off with, the blue and white one, that has been in multiple games, including Mist Survival. So it's alright for a game to use assets to make the game easier to actually work with, and then to, of course, develop and then play. But when you're a full released game, and a game that is well known and a massive player base, and you've got a roadmap filling half of the year, you need to start thinking about going beyond the assets and designing things your own way. That's where I would like to see Ranch Simulator. Fine, have some of the asset stuff in the actual game still, but evolve from it. Shows that you can actually do more to the game. And then, lastly, for the actual third update, is horse breeding. And that will be awesome, to be honest. To be allowed to actually breed your own horse. That's kind of amazing there. And I don't understand why it's not a thing as of now, because the horses have been in the actual game for a very long time. So I don't really quite understand why it hasn't been a thing before. The coding might be different from the goats, cows, and pigs. So that could actually possibly delay it. There you go. But I'm hoping that they can actually fix the trees hitbox. This is why it's been tricky for a long time. These trees over here don't really matter. It's kind of like the twigs aren't there, but they are there. But when you get to these, it does get a bit tricky. I can actually go like this through them because I'm a person. I do believe a vehicle, unless they have actually changed it in the recent updates, I haven't actually checked or anything because I keep away from the trees. And I think they have actually kind of sorted it out then. That's actually good to know. Before, the ones what have like a skirt at the bottom of the trunks, they kind of actually made you bounce off them. So their hitbox weren't 100%. So I think they fixed the hitbox, which is fantastic. So I don't need to carry on speaking about that now because it's shown and it's fixed. Right, so I did actually say I'll actually get on to the point of when I reckon these will be actually brought to you. I reckon that you would be probably seeing Cats and Dogs update in the next month or so. The reason why I say that is because I reckon that this is going to cover half the year, which is 6 months. So you need to spread it out. So you're probably looking at Q1 for the Cats and Dogs, and then for quality of life, Q2 or 3, and then the last one, Q2 or 3, depending on how it actually goes. And then the rest will be, of course, for the future. For the last bit of the year, they haven't actually announced what they will be, which is crying shame. It would have been nice to actually see a bigger roadmap than just 3 for half of the year. So I don't know if they're saying there, right, for the first half, you'll get 3. The last half, you'll get 3 again. That was the biggest thing I actually wanted to talk about, was the updates. When they come in, what my hopes and feelings are of these actual updates. Coming across as a player, as well as a content creator as well. And them two factors actually have a big knock-on effect of how you actually play a game. I have actually noticed. So these ones are just E and just come straight out. There we go. And that's it. So I can just pick them out of the pot, put them into the cooler, and then away I go. I can take these over to the house and get these sorted out. I'm running out of eggs as well. So I might need to go over and put some more up. But yeah, it's basically a cooking show today. Hopefully you don't mind that. I'm actually getting to the point where I've actually shown a lot of the actual game off. So the series might be actually ending, and then I'll come back and show off the updates, and then once them updates have been shown and gone, that's it. it goes quiet for a bit longer, and then it'll just mean that every time that there is an update, I'll actually come along and show it you. But for now, for this episode, I'm going to actually turn around and say this is, of course, the end of the episode. So thank you very much for watching, and hopefully it has actually been informative to you as well because of the updates. And I would actually like to actually know what you, the viewers, actually think of the updates. When do you reckon they'll be actually here? Am I on the mark of thinking that some should have been here from the get-go? But we'll see, eh? But you know what? I can actually say this is the end of the episode. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. And please do consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and hitting that bell for all notifications. But as always, remember, I appreciate you all, and you'll see me in the next one. Bye!